My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Spoiler alert for the last episode. I'll give you a couple moments to click off the video if you haven't seen it yet. We have completed level 15 Ascension mode on the Silent. Now we only have the Ironclad left, so we're going to be doing Ironclad videos until we happen to finish the Ironclad, and then we can go back to doing non-Ascension videos. Oh, the good old glory days of doing non-Ascension videos. Anything works in non-Ascension. A deck that's only 0 cost attacks that do 0 damage each. Why not? Just win by attrition. Alright, upgrade a card or obtain 100 gold, because I don't want to lose my starting relic. It's too important. And I do not want to transform 2 cards, especially as the Ironclad, who has a lot of garbage cards. I'm going to go with 100 gold. Allow me to do a couple more interesting things in earlier shops, and that can define the entire course of my run. Oh, defense strike, and now a bash strike in the next hand kills. Beautiful. I'm getting sick of armaments meta. I gotta be entirely honest with you. I don't want it. I want headbutt. Upgrade strike and defend, sure. Double strike the front line and use the more powerful strike against the back line. Bash, and we'll headbutt to put that bash back on top of the deck, and now we've got the kill. Beautiful. Uppercut. See an uppercut, pick an uppercut. At least the first one. Toxic Egg's really good, so is Sundial, but unfortunately we can't take either of those. Flex is quite nice. More aggression has started to work out for me a lot more than more defense. I'll take Flex. And I'll remove a card from my deck. It's just now, do I now take a copy of Armaments? I don't like using Armaments. 18 damage is too much to take when I'm considering going Elite. I mean, I'm probably not going for the last 2 elites in a row. Take the 18. Alright, but I forgot that this elite might be able to kick the bejesus out of me. Flex will deal an extra 2 and then 3. That's an extra 5 damage, but that's probably not going to be worth it for me in the long run. Headbutt, double strike, because I don't want to put any of those strikes back on top of my deck. Okay. Beautiful. Ornamental Fan. Whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain floor block. We now know that we want Clash. Beautiful. Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? Again, intentionally bad. Beautiful. Kill him. I do actually like having 1 spot weakness in our deck. Just a really nice amp up. Alright, if I go here, I get to smith our first armaments. Shovel, you can now dig for looted campsites. Well, now we know what we're doing with this build. Digging for loot at every single campsite. Speaking of digging for looted campsites, let's remove a defend. Because we've got a spot weakness in this deck and we're more incentivized to play attacks. So we'll remove a basic defense. Instead of going for 2 elites here, I'm just going to go to this campfire and dig. It's a relic. Same as I would have gotten from an elite. But I didn't have to fight an elite to get it. Alright, we'll clash. Headbutt that clash back to the top of the deck. Need to get all the value out of the clash that I can possibly get right now. Spot weakness is a really good card. Actually, I can still kill one. There. And then I leave the lower health one on that HP, because it's a single strike from dead. So 9, 12, 9, 18, 12, 30. So we're not going to be able to kill this sentry. But 3 strikes actually gives us 4 defense. Beautiful, that's lethal. The courier. The merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and their prices are reduced by 20%. I'll take a metallicize to supplement the block that we're intending to get from the ornamental fan. Actually gonna use a draw potion here. Like double strike doesn't even kill the back line, never mind. It's not a good weekend to have taken there. Ouch. Alright, we're gonna have to sleep in the next camp, unfortunately. Don't want any of those. I can't. Gouged and horned by gouged and trampled by a horned beast. I can. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. Headbutt, the clashbacks at the top of the deck, and strike. Don't do what I just did. Art of War. If you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain an extra energy next turn. Block, and a Whirlwind is a great pickup. And we'll rest here. All future camps will be digs. I do need to get the metallicize out as soon as possible, but right now is not going to be possible. Actually going to put that metallicize back on top of my deck right here, because it's going to give me the ability to... The metallicize, the armaments rather. It's going to give me the ability to upgrade my uppercut. Currently, that block potion is only worth 5 HP, so I'm not going to use it. But I did want to be able to weaken the enemy for this and the next turn. Right. I'm going to use a block potion here, and I'm going to use a headbutt to put the spot weakness back on top of the deck. I'm taking some damage here, but it's going to make it so much easier in the future for me to face up, square up against this Guardian by having that extra energy that I've, the extra strength that I've just picked up. Gonna bash there just to keep the vulnerability up for a bunch of turns. Armament, spot weakness, and I do have to clash here because it's 42 damage. By conceding 3 to the enemy, I get to deal 42. So I do take 16 here, but any reasonable next hand will have lethal. Which is what I wanted to guarantee. Just in case I didn't get any defense in my next hand, that was still going to have me safe. We don't need a demon form. We've already got a spot weakness. I think I actually just take a bludgeon so that I can dunk some of these enemies out of the world. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So, Calling Bell is 3 curses and 3 relics. Depending on the curses and depending on the relics, that is either amazing or absolutely instantly kills you. Runic Cube, whenever you lose HP, draw a card. We are going to lose a lot of HP, but we actually don't want a really super huge full hand. Replace Burning Blood, and at the end of the combat, we will heal 10 HP. I think we actually kind of have to take that. It's just a safety pick so that we can play a little more aggressive. We do want to hit as many rests as possible. Rests are more important than enemies, so double rest here is really good. But there's also double rest with an elite between it. Other than that, all of the lines have the same amount of rest. All right, this one actually gives me more question marks, so I'm going to go with this. It is unfortunate, but I think I have to go for the bird in the back line here. Because otherwise that bird's going to get more buff, and then we're going to have trouble. Alright, I'm just really hoping that my next hand has the Whirlwind. There it is. Allows us to put that back down on the ground, that being the enemies. There's another Whirlwind. Spot weakness. Whirlwind. Kill the one that's going to do more damage than my metallicized blocks. And then bludgeon for the kill. Just for funsies. Dual wield. Has to be dual wield because we've got the Clash in this deck already. This isn't good. This deck is gonna... This fight is gonna be rough. Ouch. The red mask is a really good pickup for us, but still, yikes. This is just a lot of HP lost. Oh. Life just got really difficult. I'm literally almost dead. Red mask. Get 1 weakness applied to all of your enemies at the start of each fight. I'm probably dead this fight. Yeah, bludgeon isn't even going to do it. That's really unfortunate. Any extra energy in that build would have been ridiculously powerful, but unfortunately we weren't offered any extra energy on the... after the first boss. The bludgeon would have been way better in a deck that had a little extra energy, so we could play it alongside something else, including an armaments to upgrade it. Here it's got to be the max HP, right? See our map. See our map. See our map. Full of absolute full crap. Anything? There's no great obvious path here, unfortunately. I can't afford to lose 50% of my current HP for a random rare relic. It really depends on the rare relic as to whether or not that's even worth it. Random boss relic, again, we can't do because Burning Blood's too important. Yeah, we're going to go for the max HP. go. Set myself up for easy kills next turn. They had very, very helpful HP values. I'll take a spot weakness because that's a win condition. Off of my parasite. It's a really unfortunate hand there because we want our defense and we want our other things later. Alright, now we're 6 HP down. We got kill. Beautiful. Regen potion plus a feel no pain. Feel no pain defines a deck by itself, but at the moment, Thunderclap is more important as a pickup. Remove another card from my deck. More than happy to do so. Rough hands have spot weakness in, but at the very least we had a bash and a strike, which is a really good pickup there. That's unfortunate. We can't even kill you this turn. Beautiful. Rampage. We do have a quite thin deck at the moment. We might just be able to keep it to that. Let's do that. Rampage is now a win condition. It's also going to make fighting these elites much easier. Increasing my strength by 3 to increase their strength by 3 is probably worth it here. Matryoshka. The next 2 chests that I open contain 2 relics. Really handy pickup. Nope. It's going to have to be something that helps my build with these rampages for me to really want to take it. Double strike on the back line actually protects me against more HP. Beautiful. Nope. We will start the regen potion here because it is going to be important. So I'm not really going to be blocking here unless I have extra energy. It's a really unfortunate rampage to be at the very bottom of the deck, because since it was at the bottom of the deck, it's now in my second discard pile, but I've only played it once. Alright. Unfortunately, there's no way to be able to hit the backline here as well. Okay, we're not going to be too poorly off at the end of this fight. Thread and Needle at the start of each combat, gain 5 plated armor. That's going to be helpful. Limit Break. It's part of our win condition. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerability take 75% more damage rather than 50% more damage. And Toxic Egg whenever you add a skill card to your deck and it's upgraded. Now draw cards are a lot more powerful for us. This is really good. We get to Rampage just to upgrade it in our opening hand. Next hand is going to be like Bash, hopefully Rampage. Fuck yes, that's a really good opener. Alright. This is a really good Lagavulin fight so far. It's super important that I keep the vulnerability going, even though I could spot weakness limit break. Keeping the vulnerability going means that as soon as I draw my next rampage, the enemy dies. Due to the fact that Paper Frog made the vulnerability on them deal 75% more damage rather than 50. Singing Bowl, whenever you add cards to your deck, you may choose to gain 2 max HP instead. Which we're going to be doing here. That really sucks. I have an AoE card in this deck as well, but I'm still going to take a lot of damage here. The AoE card is on the absolute bottom of my deck. I have literally 1 HP left. That was a really, really ridiculously shitty draw there. I don't even think there's anything I could have done there. I'm so deceased. There's no... Nothing I can do about that one. God, what a garbage draw. I mean, now that we're going to start again, we're going to have to start again without any opening bonus. Which is just, oh, yikes. Alright, double defend. Let's go. Strike, perfect hand there. Enemy is beyond the ability to kill this turn, no matter what I draw. Really? I'm 1 short of lethal, by the way. Could have done the double strike there. Good garbage. Let's take our first flex. I'm going to make this deck even more aggressive. And a big part of the reason we're going to be doing that is because we're 21 minutes into the episode. Paper Frog, enemies with vulnerability, now take 75% more damage rather than 50%. We're already... We're already about 25 minutes into the episode. So I can't really do like another full serious run. Alright, let's try and make a vulnerability build as well. Hemokinesis is a really good pickup in a vulnerability build because it does so much damage by itself. I'm going to take an anchor so that my opening turns can be more aggressive, and I'll take a headbutt so that I can tutor my next hands. And we need to upgrade both Bash and the Hemokinesis. Beautiful. As long as I don't use Hemo for the kill there, we actually full heal. Take Brutality to sort out my next hands. Well, this is an unfortunate opening, but I do need to get the vulnerability on my enemy to start this fight. Hemo, and then we'll tap that back to the top. Use an energy potion here to prevent 20 damage. Smiling Mask. The merchant's card removal service now only ever costs 50 gold. That's really good. And a Whirlwind is a really nice pickup as well. Hell yeah. Calipers. At the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of your block. That's not going to come into play for us a lot. But, you know, thanks for the thought. Upgrades the strike and defend there for 14 HP. Garbage hand. Miscount. I buff the enemy to the ability that could kill me there? I probably did. Let's do it again. Again, these aren't built around the idea of let's be as sustainable as possible, let's play as risk neutral as possible or anything like that. Right now, I'm not any risk averse. In fact, I'm just going to go for absolutely everything that I can do. Gonna take every risk available. God, we've gotten garbage droids against this guy as well. Yikes. I'll take a flex. Trigger that, lose 6 max HP. Beautiful. Remove a parasite. Strike, strike, strike. Da-da-da-da-da. Strike, strike, strike. Da-da-da-da-da. Beautiful. Flex in the next hand means pretty much any lethal is available. There's a regen potion, as well as a cleave. Get some AoE in this deck. Dramatic Entrance is a good card. So is Dual Wield. Alright, I'll take a Dual Wield just so that if I get a clash, we're off to a real good start. Surprisingly not a bad opening there. Would have been nice to have Bash in it, but you know, can't always get what you want. That defend is probably going to defend me for more. Yeah. I've taken 4 damage as a result of that defend, but I blocked 5. Magic Flower. Okay, healing is 50% more effective during combat, and we've got Burning Blood. So Burning Blood now heals us at the end of combat for 9 HP, and each of these regen potions heals us for 5 HP at the end of each 5 turns. Exhume is powerful, but we don't have anything to use it with yet, and I can't justify taking it without that, because before that, it's just a dead card. Upgrade that Flex. Alright. Spot weakness. Make the deck more aggressive and just use our ongoing healing to cover us. I'll also actually take a Sword Boomerang. Single copy, though. Darkstone Periapt. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. That's a really powerful relic if you happen to be in a curse build. We're not currently, but we might be eventually. Flex, spot weakness. Double strike to kill 1 target. Sure, I'm going to take 9 damage, but I am going to heal 9 damage at the end of the fight anyway. Don't need a Thunderclap. Already have a source of AoE in this deck. Right. Let's upgrade spot weakness as well. Not a good opener. Not a good opener. Probably going to need one of these regen potions in this fight. As much attack as is humanly possible, please. Unfortunately, if I get the spot weakness in this hand, it's yeah, without use. Rough. If I can't kill this turn, I'm dead. Yep. Well, you can't say I didn't try. That was really annoying, getting spot weakness every single time. Like, if our first opening hand was bash sword boomerang, and then our next hand had spot weakness, we would have won that fight easily. All right, we're just over 30 minutes, so I'm gonna give it one last chance. And we'll even up the aggression. Try and play a lot faster as well. Really? Like, really? If that bash was a strike, I'd have lethal. If that defend was a strike, I'd have lethal. If that parasite was a strike, I'd have lethal. If I had another 2 defends, I would be able to defend reasonably. But no, our hand perfectly weaves a thread where I take the maximum damage. Ugh. Fuck it. We're going to try and do a body slam deck here. It's the first thing that was offered to me. Transforming a curse, by the way. I'm going to make this super clear because I get asked about it every single time I get a transform option and I still have a curse in my deck. If you transform a curse, it just becomes another curse. Impervious. Holy shit. That's a good pickup for us. Alright, I'm actually going to take Feel No Pain, Shrug It Off. Feel No Pain is really going to help in a possible upcoming... It's really unfortunate I don't have the energy to play Impervious there. In a possible upcoming fight. Being the sentries. It will just keep us alive the entire time. It's handy. I hate that I keep drawing Impervious after I already use an energy. I'm not going to take Juggernaut here because that's not how this deck deals damage. This deck deals damage using Body Slam. If I had Corruption, then I would take that Juggernaut, but I don't have Corruption yet. Alright, let's get Feel No Pain down as soon as possible. They're all equal health. Yikes. As soon as those dazed start getting cycled into our hand, we're going to be fine. But until then, yikes. So each of those dazed exhausting themselves out of my hand at the very end of the turn is going to give me another 4 block. Delicious. Complete defense without actually playing a defense card. Beautiful. Come on, Dead Branch Corruption. I know you're there somewhere. I just need Impervious and the gosh darn Body Slam to show up in the same hand. And they refuse to. It's so rude. This fight takes a billion years. Yeah, there's the Impervious, of course. A hand before we get Body Slam. Never mind. Just complain loudly enough is what I've just learned. Complain loudly enough and suddenly things will work for you. Sharon's Ashes would also be a good pickup in this deck. It'd be another thing to compel me to go for a full Corruption Exhaust deck. Anchor, start each combat with 10 block is a nice pickup. None of those fit into this deck, so we're not going to take them. Don't draw Impervious. Beautiful. Now, Impervious, Body Slam. Come on. Impervious, Body Slam. Let's go. Nope. That's really unfortunate. This fight's actually going to be really rough for us now. Because we don't have any cards to exhaust. Do need to deal damage wherever available, though. Double defend, body slam is actually less damage than the double strike there. All right. Now 2 turns of all-out aggression. Oh, beautiful. Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 energy and a dex potion as a corruption. The Courier. The merchants no longer run out of cards, relics, or potions, and their prices are reduced by 20%. So we'll take that. I actually don't want to go for another elite. I need to upgrade both Corruption and Body Slam because energy is my big problem right now. Lantern, gain extra energy on the first turn of combat. That's really, really powerful for us. Fiend Fire. Exhaust your hand. Deal 5 damage for all exhausted cards. I'm going to take Juggernaut and Fiend Fire. And I'm also going to card remove another strike. Okay. I'm going to take Shockwave, the ability to weaken plus an exhaust card. It's going to be really handy for us. Fiendfire, 10 damage for each card is not going to be enough. Cool. Alright, it's time to get down to our body slam somehow. Come on. There's the body slam. Impervious body slam. Let's go. Nope. None of that. Don't need them. Alright, that enemy at the end of this floor is going to be a bit rough. As much as I need to upgrade body slam. I just need to. Let's use a Juggernaut. I'm also going to use Dex Potion here. Alright, that's a pretty good opener for us. Feel no pain. We should probably double stab here rather than Shockwave, because we're likely going to split the enemy next turn. So I get block from the card I play, and then I get block from the fact that it exhausts, and that triggers Feel No Pain, which means that Body Slam gets triggered a lot. Body Slam Juggernaut gets triggered a lot. Beautiful. The rest of this fight is going to be rough, but you got to admit, it's been pretty wild up until now. Oh, yikes. And my next hand just has the 2 strikes to kill this enemy. Whew! Phew! Alright, Ancient Potion and another Impervious. Barricade actually is really good as well. Block no longer expires at the start of your turn, which means I can just burn my entire deck and I'll just keep the block from it. Actually going to take the Cursed Key here. Even though Philostone is less bad in a deck where you intend on blocking everything, I still think I'm going to get screwed by that. Nothing in that hand was super important. Feel no pain, defend, strike, body slam, throw a fire potion to prevent 11 damage. It's going to be real difficult to kill this guy in time. That was never really going to happen, unfortunately. I don't need Havoc in this deck. 1 of 20 cards is a really good pick here for me. Yeah, we need another Body Slam. Otherwise, we're kind of treading water and not really doing anything. Not a bad opening for us, to be honest. All right. Start a Corruption. Frailty might be a problem in our next hand. Looks like it is, in fact. Use Fiend Fire for all my defense there. And then kill the enemy. Beautiful. Nope. Feel no pain. Hit him with that, and then a bash. Beautiful. Barricade also needs its cost lowered. And defend, just so that I can body slam early here. And Fiendfire. Fiendfire is usually a finisher in this deck. At the moment, it's not really functioning like that. Barricade would have me block a lot of this stuff. It's just difficult to find a time to play Barricade where I won't take a lot of damage for having played it. Now is a good time, though. All right. God. It's a big hit. Yeah, we're probably dodging elites right now. It's unfortunate I couldn't get access to Feel No Pain in that turn as well. Because that would be a lot of extra block. Alright. Let's try and get that guy down as soon as possible. Beautiful. Got him. Alright. Can't take any of that. I'm gonna rest here, despite the fact that I will actually go for this elite, because I have the extra energy now. That was really bad. I lost 6 damage there, because I didn't play the Juggernaut in time. Should have just played it first. Corruption, Impervious. Bash Body Slam is not enough to kill. And my next hand could easily be a hand where I really, really, really do want... Nothing went wrong there. Feel no pain. Shrug it off. Defend. Fiend Fire. And now I'm just going to keep a lot of block for myself. Delicious, delicious block. And Bash Strike is here to finish it off for me. Take a Singing Bowl, which is, instead of adding cards to your deck, you may gain max HP instead. Not going to take any of those. Here I do need to smith. I need to upgrade Barricade, and I need to upgrade that other Body Slam so that I can afford them. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. I think that was Clumsy that we just got there as well, which is a card that exhausts itself. So out of all of the curses we could have got, that's the one we would have wanted. Then, okay, Shockwave, strike, Body Slam. It's a lot of damage I really didn't want to take there, but at the very least we've got the kill. Almost regardless of what we drew. Smiling Merchant. The Merchant's card removal service now only ever costs 50 gold. None of that in this deck, thank you. Barricade. I guess I'll bash for free before Fiend Spiring then. I really do need some better refill, like a Dead Branch or something. There we go. Corruption, Juggernaut, Band. Dead. Yep. That's unfortunate. That's the problem with barricade builds, especially barricade builds, in fact. It's really, really difficult to get yourself completely defended in time. I even dodged the left path at the very end there because I wanted to go for 2 extra rests so that I could try and set myself up. We needed those upgrades so that we might have a chance to be able to play all of those powers. The Mummified Hand was really helping out with that near the very end, but unfortunately too little too late. That has been a slew of Lost Slay the Spire runs. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. I just said it. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.